Happy morning to all. Today we are going to discussing about phosphorus, allotropic forms and phosphine preparation methods and properties. Today we are going to discussing there. So generally phosphorus how we are representing means like P4. The atomicity of phosphorus what you call means here P4 like sulfur. Sulfur molecule how we are representing like S8 molecule like this only we are representing there. So that means the atomicity of these elements is called phosphorus is P4 and sulfur is here S8 formation only it is available. So that means phosphorus how many other atoms it is combining nature is takes place means 4 other atoms it will be combining nature will be takes place. And same like a sulfur also how many atoms it is combining is takes place means 8 sulfur atoms it is bonding is takes place. So therefore the atomicity of these elements is called phosphorus P4 and sulfur is S8, right? Yes, coming to see that what is mean by here allotropes. What is mean by allotrope? So allotrope is nothing but how we are defining means same element can existing in more than one form. Same element can exist in more than one form is called allotrope, like that we are calling. So generally this phosphorus how many allotropic forms is available means many allotropic forms is presenting there. Phosphorus is existing many allotropic forms is available there. But commonly what are the important allotropic forms of phosphorus means? So commonly there are 3 allotropic forms are majorly very important compounds of here phosphorus. So what are the allotropic forms of here phosphorus is presenting means? First one is called white phosphorus, second one is called red phosphorus, and third one is called black phosphorus, right? So phosphorus generally what are the allotropic forms is available means many allotropic forms is available. Among that these 3 allotropic forms of here phosphorus are major important compounds of here phosphorus, allotropic forms of phosphorus, that is white phosphorus, red phosphorus, and another one is called black phosphorus. So now coming to see that white phosphorus now we are going to seeing that. So this question exam point of view also very important. So most probably they asking question like what is the major differences between red phosphorus and white phosphorus, and what are the major differences between your red phosphorus and white phosphorus and black phosphorus, like that they will asking you. So this is very important. So board exam also most probably they asking from this question, right? Let us see that. First one now we are going to seeing about here white phosphorus. So white phosphorus and how we are preparing there, what is the major what are the major properties is presenting there, this and all now we are going to discussing that. White phosphorus. So white phosphorus generally what happen means it is a translucent white waxy solid. White waxy solid color is presenting there. Waxy solid. White waxy solid color is presenting there. White waxy solid color is presenting there, and it is also one of the poisonous substance, poisonous compound we call as poisonous compound, and it is insoluble in water, insoluble in water, but it is soluble in carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide compound what happen very fastly it will be solubilities takes place. And this white phosphorus and generally what happen means glowing nature is takes place, glowing in dark. So that means night time and all what happen, it will be glowing nature will be takes place. And this white phosphorus while react with the sodium hydroxide and water molecule means it will produce phosphine. pH3 will be forming, and along with sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite is also producing. So these are the major properties, right? So generally once again just see there all of you once. I will recapitulate these points. So white phosphorus is generally white waxy solid in nature, and it is also one of the poisonous substance, and it is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon disulfide, and it is glowing in dark. Glowing is takes place in dark places. And how can you while react white phosphorus while react with the sodium hydroxide and water molecule means it will produce phosphine. pH3 will be forming, and another one is called sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite is also producing there. So let us see that structure once. P4 white phosphorus while react with sodium hydroxide and along with water molecule we are treated means we will get phosphine. pH3 phosphine will be producing, and along with it will produce sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite NaH2PO2. NaH2PO2 will be forming. That is called sodium hypophosphite will be producing. And this white phosphorus is generally what happen means, less stable in nature, and it is more reactive than other solid phases. That means stability under what happen means white phosphorus will be very less stable in nature. White phosphorus will be very less stable in nature compared to remaining other all solid phases of phosphorus components. And this phosphorus molecule generally what is the structure will be exhibiting means like P4, like a tetrahedral shape. So structure is looking like here 4 phosphorus atoms here binding is takes place looking like this. So due to because of your angle of strain between the phosphorus atoms, so the bond angle is here only here, it will exhibit only 60 degrees only the bond angle will be exhibiting is takes place. So due to because of your angle of strain, P4 molecule will exhibit only 60 degrees of bond angle is existing. So this is about here phosphorus, white phosphorus, and the shape what you call means a tetrahedral shape is presenting is takes place, and it is easily catches your fire and all what happen very easily very fastly it will be catching is takes place, and it will gives your wide dense fumes of your P4O10 phosphorus pentoxide will be forming. This is about here white phosphorus. Next one see there. So coming to see that red phosphorus. So red phosphorus and all how we are getting means white phosphorus your heat energy is heating is applying for several days. White phosphorus if you are several days your heat energy is applying means we will get here red phosphorus we are getting there. So white phosphorus for several days your heat energy you are applying means we will get here red phosphorus we are getting. And how much temperature is maintaining during this conversion means 573 Kelvin temperature is required. So white phosphorus you have to maintain up to here 573 Kelvin temperature. Heat energy we are applying means we will get here red phosphorus we are getting there. And this red phosphorus and all generally what happen means, yes, So here forming red phosphorus, further your heat energy we are applying means we will get here black phosphorus and all we are getting there. Black phosphorus you are getting there. So this black phosphorus and all generally what is the temperature you are applying means here at a high temperature and high pressure you are applying means high temperature and high pressure you are applying means we will get here black phosphorus will be producing this takes place, right? So once again see that. So white phosphorus you have to maintain up to 573 Kelvin temperature where heat energy is applying means a red phosphorus will be producing. Here forming red phosphorus, further your heat energy is applying at a high temperature means. So further you will get here black phosphorus will be producing. And this red phosphorus generally possess here iron gray luster nature will be exhibiting. Iron gray luster nature will be exhibiting. And it is also one of the odorless substance and a non-poisonous in nature. It is odorless and it is a non-poisonous nature they will exhibit. And it is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon disulfide. It is insoluble in water as well as in carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide as well as water also it is insoluble. And it does not glowing is takes place in dark. Dark places and all what happen it does not glowing nature is exhibiting. And compared to here white phosphorus, red phosphorus is here less reactive compound. Compared to white phosphorus, red phosphorus is less reactive compound. And the structures are how it will be presenting means looking like, so totally 4 phosphorus atoms. So P4 molecule structure is looking like the polymeric chains will be exhibiting. So polymeric chain how it will be presenting looking like this, right? So each phosphorus how many atoms, how many other phosphorus atoms it is joining is takes place means 4 phosphorus atom. Each phosphorus will be joining will be takes place with 4 other phosphorus atoms it is joining is takes place. Joining is takes place. It is looking like here tetrahedral manner. Tetrahedral manner what happened? All these P4 molecule, one P4 molecule. One P4 molecule will be bonding is takes place with another P4 molecule like that. Polymeric chains will be forming is takes place. So this is about here red phosphorus. So tetrahedral linked together. Phosphorus atoms are what happened? Tetrahedral linkage and all we are seeing is takes place. And next one see that, coming to see that next one. Black phosphorus. So this black phosphorus and all how will you get means red phosphorus and all your more heat energy you are applying means we will get this black phosphorus we are getting there. So this black phosphorus generally again there forms here 2 compounds will be forming is takes place. Let us see that. So black phosphorus further it will gives here 2 forms is availability is takes place. One is called alpha black phosphorus, alpha black, and another one is called beta black phosphorus like that. There are further they classified in 2 forms is available. So black phosphorus further they forms here 2 compounds will be forming. One is alpha black phosphorus and another one is called beta black phosphorus like that. 2 compounds is forming is takes place. So this alpha black phosphorus and all how will you get means, so this alpha black phosphorus, red phosphorus you have to heat energy is applying up to here 803 Kelvin temperature. So red phosphorus you have to maintain temperature up to 803 Kelvin temperature your heat energy is applying in a sealed tube. In a sealed tube 803 Kelvin temperature your heat energy is applying means we will get alpha black phosphorus we will get it. So red phosphorus you have to maintain temperature up to 803 Kelvin temperature you are maintaining in a sealed tube means we will get alpha black phosphorus we are getting there. And this alpha black phosphorus generally what happen means looking like opaque monoclinic or rhombohedral nature they will exhibit. Monoclinic crystal or else a rhombohedral crystal like formation it will be available in nature. And this white phosphorus you have to maintain up to here temperature. White phosphorus you have to maintain, that means so white phosphorus if your heat energy is applying up to here 473 Kelvin temperature your heat energy applying means we will get beta black phosphorus we are getting there, right? Alpha black if you want means red phosphorus you have to heat energy is applying up to 803 Kelvin temperature in a sealed tube. Sealed tube your heat energy applying means we will get alpha black phosphorus. Beta black phosphorus how we are getting means white phosphorus you have to maintain temperature up to 473 Kelvin temperature your heat energy applying means we will get beta black phosphorus we are getting there. Beta black phosphorus we are getting there. And this beta black phosphorus generally what happen means it does not burn up to here 673 Kelvin temperature also. At a high temperature also what happen it does not burning is takes place. So these are the major differences between red phosphorus, white phosphorus and black phosphorus. And next one see there coming to see that next one is phosphine. So what is mean by phosphine and what are the preparation methods are there? Let us see that. So phosphine is nothing but pH3. pH3 is called phosphine. What is the molecular formula of phosphine mean? pH3. And pH4 plus is called as phosphonium ion. Phosphonium ion is called pH4 plus ion is called phosphonium ion, right? Let us see that. So this phosphine and all how we are preparing means one is calcium phosphide, that means Ca3P2. Calcium phosphide while reactive with water like a water molecule is reacted means to form calcium hydroxide will be forming, CaOH twice will be forming plus phosphine will be producing. This is one of the method. And next one is calcium phosphide Ca3P2 while react with hydrochloric acid HCl is reacted means to form calcium chloride will be producing plus phosphine will be producing there, pH3 will be producing. And another method is so white phosphorus while react with sodium hydroxide and water molecule means it will give phosphine, pH3 will be forming plus sodium hypophosphite NaH2PO2, sodium hypophosphite will be forming. So that means calcium phosphide while react with water molecule or hydrochloric acid means to form phosphine and calcium chloride and calcium hydroxide will be producing. While react with sodium hydroxide and water molecule means white phosphorus to produce phosphine plus sodium hypophosphide will be forming is takes place, right? And next one see there coming to see that phosphonium iodide while react with potassium hydroxide means in presence of potassium iodide to give rise potassium iodide plus water molecule and phosphine will be producing. So these are the major preparation methods of your phosphine. Next one see there coming to see that properties. What are the major properties of your phosphine? So this phosphine is also one of the colorless gas, and rotten fish smell. This is very very important. So sometimes they asking like 1 mark question answers, very important, objective type. So rotten fish smell, what is the compound is exhibiting me? Phosphine, pH 3. Rotten fish smell is exhibiting, and it is highly poisonous in nature, and it will be highly exploding nature will be takes place while react with nitric acid, HNO3, and chlorine, Cl2 gas, and bromine gas. So that means this phosphine gas and all what happen means highly exploding nature will be takes place, burning nature will be takes place, while oxidizing will be takes place with nitric acid or bromine or chlorine gas. And it is slightly soluble in water. While it is soluble in water means it will decomposing to gives rise phosphorus and hydrogen gas will be producing. This phosphine while partially slightly soluble in water, and it will give here phosphorus and here hydrogen gas is producing. When it is absorbing here copper sulfate and mercury chloride solution, it gives here phosphide will be producing. Phosphides will be producing. For example, copper sulfate while react with phosphine pH 3 means it will produce like a Cu3P2. Copper phosphide will be forming plus sulfuric acid is producing there. So for example, high mercury chloride while react with phosphine means it will produce mercuric phosphide Hg3P2 will be forming plus hydrochloric acid will be producing. This takes place. And next one is phosphine is a weakly basic like ammonia. Phosphine and all generally what happen, weakly basic nature is takes place looking like ammonia molecule, and gives rise here phosphonium compounds with acids. For example, phosphine pH 3 while react with hydrogen bromide means it will gives like phosphonium bromide pH 4 plus Br minus ion is forming. Phosphonium bromide will be producing is takes place. So this is about here phosphine preparation methods and properties. Next one is see that last point, uses. What are the major uses of here phosphine means? Phosphine is a spontaneously combustion of phosphine is technically used in the Halm signals. Halm signals especially for port areas and all, especially the phosphine and all we are using there. And containers containing here calcium carbide and calcium phosphates are pierced and thrown in the sea. When the gases evolved burn and serves as a signal. It is also used in smoke screens. Smoke screens and all we are using, and especially for Halm signals and all this phosphine and all especially we are using there. So this is about here today's class, and tomorrow we are going to seeing about here phosphorus halides. Phosphorus, what are the halides is there, what are the preparation methods and properties. Tomorrow class we are going to seeing that. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Tomorrow we'll meet you all of you once. Thank you all.